Hey gang, Jason here for the love of tractors, and so I thought we'd take a look at the Spec Cast 2021 catalog. Now I meant to do this sooner. This catalog's been out just a little bit now, but then I got coronavirus and oh, and so it's been a mess, and I just haven't got done what I wanted to get done. In fact, this is getting posted quite a bit later in the day than I wanted to post it, but that's the way it goes sometimes. So SpecCast 2021. So there's not a whole lot of new stuff in here, but there's some interesting stuff in here. It's definitely worth taking a look at. And these are always fun videos, I think. So first and foremost, you see right here the Fendt Momentum planter. So this is a 16-row planter, and you can see we're going to have cylinders on it. We've got the big liquid tank here. We've got two bulk tanks. It's going to have all your handrails. It's kind of got like this nifty kind of tandem wheel setup on it. The wheels look good. They're kind of like an interesting tread pattern. Just a nice planter. This thing's expensive. It's around 90 bucks. But that's about to be expected anymore. I mean, just look at all the pieces you can see here, all these individual pieces, and then realize that tooling has to be made for all those. They all have to be cast. They all have to be made, assembled, etc., etc. So yeah, there's a lot of pieces to this planner, and that kind of explains the higher price. I'm gonna just scroll past this opening page, but that was really the best picture of that Momentum planter on the page. So I just wanted to kind of do that or show that. Now, up next, we've got, and we're going to do some 1/16 scale stuff here. So here is the Super 88 with mounted picker, as well as the 1955 with cab. Just some variations on some things we've seen before, and kind of the same thing here, moving on down with the 1755 and the G850 with cab. All these have single tires, which, is what it is, I guess, but I don't know. I prefer duals, especially on like my kind of muscle tractors, which this is getting to the muscle tractor era for sure. So I don't know. Anyway, now 150th scale. Boy, I really wish 150th scale would just go away and they would do all these in 164 scale. Don't you? Check this out. So this little mini skid steer, cool as heck. Wood chipper is super cool. I like this bi-directional drill. This is 64 scale. It's pretty neat. I mean, we've had, these have been out for a little bit, as has this baler. Um, I don't know. I may get one of these because I've got just a little thing on my display I would like to use that for. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I may end up with one of these bi-directional drills before it's all said and done. Anyway, and then the 604R round baler, and you get a bale with that. It's neat. It's pricey, but it's neat. So I actually haven't reviewed one of those, but I have looked at one. I've kind of gotten hands on with one of those. But I haven't reviewed one because I just didn't want to spend the money on the price on it, to be honest with you. All right, so the S 98 combine, so they're still making those, obviously, as well as the sunflower soil finisher that we just saw come out not too long ago. And then here is your Fendt Momentum planter. So you can see AGCO dealer exclusive until April of 2021. That used to kind of mean something, but now with the internet and everything, it doesn't matter. You can get these all over the place, as far as all your popular toy dealers. And then we've got the Ideal Combine with the tracks, which of course we've seen. I did a review on that. Great little outfit. Just wish the auger would actually fit over some grain carts. Okay, moving on down. We've got the 1755 with cab. This is 164 scale, as well as the cock shut version of that. And then the G850 with cab. And then in 132nd scale, we're getting the Kinsey 1338. Or I'm sorry, that's the model number. These are just I believe those are just the 1050s soft tracks. So, or not soft track, just the wheel version. So nicely detailed though. Those are neat. If you need a 132nd scale grain cart, that is right up your alley. It's good stuff. All right, now, moving on, 16 scale Farmall 400 with the 4-row cultivator. Those are really nice pieces. I'll just be honest, like the Farmall, this era of Farmall has just been done to death. The M's, the 400s, all of those, just been done to death at this point. I don't even look twice when I think about those. But if you don't have a 400 with a cultivator, or if you want, an implement with an older tractor, these are really neat. They did a great job on these. And then you get the 400 with the loader and chains. Another neat tractor, but like I said, the 400, it's just been done. That era has just been done to death at this point. Which I don't blame Spec Cast, because you got to make something to make money, and obviously there's a demand. They're still making them, so excuse me, somebody's buying them. All right, 164 scale, the Case 930. We've seen these out now for a little bit, and then the 116 scale grain drill. Now moving on down. Now these are fascinating. I can't wait to get my hands on these. So the 164 scale puck hose reel, super cool. And then you've got the four-wheel drive Dietrich toolbar there, and and then here we've got another mounted toolbar there with the. I mean, it's got the hoses and everything. These are so cool. And then you get the pump unit, the force feed boom, the hose cart, and then you can get your some auxiliary hoses, I guess, if you will, if you need more hoses. Super cool. These are going to be on a lot of people's display in the future. Really nicely detailed, really nice items. Awesome to see a short line company getting made here. So that's super cool as well. And I don't know, I'm excited for these. I think it's hopefully this opens the door to other really cool things. Okay, moving back down into the 16 scale again, we've got the Oliver Super 99 diesel. That's a nice tractor. I'm excited to pick up one of those. And then we've got an Oliver 1650. I love this series of Oliver with the fuel tanks in the fender are just some of the coolest looking tractors, especially coupled with front wheel assist. I think they're just some of the coolest looking tractors ever made. 16 scale. I've got pretty much most of this stuff that I like anyway. I like muscle tractors and the Agco muscle tractors, so I've got a lot of those. Oliver 880 wide front here, neat tractor again. But again, like we're into stuff. Excuse me. We're into things that have just been done a lot of at this point. So it's hard to get excited about them, but at the same time, they are neat tractors. So I'm glad they're out there. 1650 wide front and a Super 88. Um, Gosh, there's been a lot of Super 88s made over the years at this point, but neat tractor nonetheless. I do like to see the 660 with the spring tooth harrow. That's cool. Always fun to see implements. And then we've got a three bottom Oliver plow here. Really nicely detailed. The Spec Cast does a great job on their plows. They really do. All right. 540 planter and a 242 disc. So more implements. And then we've got a 263 disc, which is the folding version of the 242. So really neat there. And just big thanks to Spec Cast for actually making implements for tractors. I know, that's cool to me. So I'm glad they're doing that. And then we've got a Massey 65 with loader. Moving on down to Mini Mow. How about a U with two-row cultivator? And then we've just got a U without. So those are both neat. And then we've got the 445 with the loader, and then a Massey 65 wide front. That would be a gas tractor. And then a Massey planter. And then we see the disc. So we're obviously going to get just variations of these discs. Um, you can see these are just labeled red disc, where the Olivers are actually numbered. So these are just kind of repops of those. And then in 64 scale, the 1950 with loader. If you need a beefy old loader tractor, that'd be a great one on your model farm. All right, 1955 power assist, and then the 1955 wide front. So that's pretty cool. Love this one though. The power assist with the front assist, fuel tanks, fenders. That's just a beast of a tractor. Love that thing. All right, 1755 wide front, and then we've got the G850 with a loader. G900, and then here we're into a modern fence. That would look great on that new Momentum planter. And then the 1050 and the Massey 8730S. So, these are all tractors we've had for a little bit now. They're all, Cass just always does a great job with their tractors. They really do. Ford 8000 with a loader. Those are neat. That is a neat outfit, as is the 9000 over here. And then the 9000 with the cab. And then we get a 9000 with loader, wide front, all that good stuff. Moving on down, of course, SpecCast is kind of killing it with the grain carts. These are all nice carts. The 1112 J&M's super great looking detail there. I've done a video review on some of these. They're just great tractors. Here you get the Murica edition. If your farm doesn't have enough freedom, you can get those. I do really like this version of this grain cart. I don't know why, but in particular, um, it looks good to me. And then we've got a nice Brent grain cart here. and it's going to have the same details as kind of the other grain carts. So they've done, they're really popping out variations on these grain carts, but it's nice to see the variety here. This J&M seed tender is great too. You got the triple wheels with the nice, cool chrome wheels, so kind of get the fancier wheels on those. That's pretty cool. And then, of course, you're going to get all sorts of decal variations. I personally like the Unverferths. Uh, we run the Unverferth on our farm, and I'll probably run these Unverferths on Dogtown. I'm assuming is probably what I'm going to end up running there. All right. Uh, nice transport header in 164 scale. And then just because oddball 124 scale Plymouth pickup truck. And then we're going to see these grain carts this summer. The new 1305s from Kinsey. So there's just slight variation on the ones we've seen before, but it'll be nice to have these options. Soft tread, and then we've got the soft track here versions of those. So those will be pretty cool. I think they'll be popular for the most part. And then if you missed getting Big Blue or the 3600 series Kinsey planter the first time around, well, guess what? They're coming back. Late spring, we'll see Big Blue, and like again late spring the 3605. So this is essentially just that swing Kinsey swing planter, but with a red decal on the front. But if you didn't get one the first go around, here's your chance. Also, probably pretty good customization opportunities with those. So, all right, moving on down to kind of just other stuff. We're just about out of room here, or out of catalog here. You've got the Case Eagle on the globes, and then finally we get a Vermeer semi with this really nice flatbed trailer, step deck trailer, low boy, whatever you want to call it. This will be a nice outfit too, or this is a nice outfit too. So, all right, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap up this one. Hope you enjoyed this quick look at the Spec Cast catalog for 2021. As always, guys, thank you so much. Have yourselves a great day and a happy tractor hunting.